Shelley C. Lowe is the chair of the National Endowment for the Humanities and a citizen of the Navajo Nation. She joins us now. Shelley, thanks so much for taking some time for us.
Thank you.
Can you explain how this initiative came to be and what it will entail?
Sure. As you know, in June of 2021, Secretary Howland announced the Federal Indian Boarding School Initiative that would be launched by the Department of the Interior. After almost a year, in May of 2022, Volume 1 of that report was released, which laid the groundwork and the continued work of the initiative. After that report was released, it became very clear that the National Endowment for the Humanities was the perfect agency to be supporting this initiative. So the initiative and the work that the Department of the Interior and National Endowment for the Humanities will be focusing on is digitizing the records and documenting the students in history of the U.S. Federal Indian Boarding School and collecting oral histories of former students as part of the Department of the Interior's Federal Indian Boarding School Initiative and their listening sessions.
Can you tell us a bit about the impacts of these policies of the federal boarding schools and how Indigenous communities in the United States were impacted and if they still feel those impacts today?
The May 2022 report from the Department of the Interior highlights some of the impacts that are initially found within searching through some of the records. Those include language loss, cultural loss, separation of children from families. Many of these issues we hear in some of the experiences that survivors are sharing with us in listening sessions. But as we try to go into the records and digitize more of them, more of that information will be coming forward.
How will this initiative help address the intergenerational impacts of boarding schools?
It'll help us to be able to provide an avenue for students who had attended the boarding schools to talk about their experiences and tell their stories. It allows us to acknowledge and examine this history, not just by documenting student stories and experiences, but by preserving this history, rescuing it, and making it available to all so we can learn from it.
Shelley, we'll leave it there, but we wish you all the best with the work ahead. Thanks for taking some time.
Thank you so much.